What's the most innocent favor you've done that completely backfired? I was just trying to help my coworker get promoted, but apparently that's how you accidentally get someone fired instead. My cubicle mate Hannah had been working late every night for months, trying to impress our new manager, Mr. Reynolds. She was always stressed about missing deadlines and kept asking me to double-check her reports. The poor girl was surviving on energy drinks and determination, staying until 8 p.m. most nights while the rest of us went home at 5. Hannah had been with the company for 3 years, watching less qualified people get promoted over her. This presentation was supposed to be her big break, a comprehensive analysis of our department's efficiency that she'd been working on for weeks. She'd even practiced her pitch in the empty conference room during lunch breaks, going over every slide until she had it memorized. Last Tuesday, she asked if I could email her presentation to the boss since her computer was acting up. The blue screen of death had been haunting her laptop all morning, and the IT guy was nowhere to be found. "Just send it from your email," she said, handing me her flash drive with shaking hands. "I'll explain to Reynolds that you sent it for me. This presentation could change everything." No problem, I thought. I'd helped her with plenty of projects before. I opened her file, did a quick spell check to make sure everything looked professional, and hit send to Mr. Reynolds with a note explaining that Hannah had asked me to forward it due to technical difficulties. I even added a line about how hard she'd been working on it. 20 minutes later, Hannah came back from lunch looking confused. She'd grabbed a sandwich from the cafeteria downstairs and expected to find confirmation that her presentation had been sent. "Did you send my presentation already?" she asked, setting down her Diet Coke and looking at my computer screen. I nodded proudly, expecting a thank you. Instead, her face went completely pale, like all the blood had drained from her body. "Which file did you send?" I showed her the document on my screen. She grabbed my mouse and started scrolling frantically through the presentation, her hands shaking even worse than before. That's when I saw it, and my stomach dropped to the floor like a brick. Slide 15 had a screenshot of our company's internal chat system, where Hannah had been venting to her friend Olivia from accounting about how incompetent our boss was. She'd written things like, "This idiot doesn't know basic math. I could run this department better than him," and "Reynolds couldn't manage a lemonade stand if his life depended on it." She'd accidentally taken that screenshot while documenting some workflow issues and had saved it in her presentation folder, completely forgetting to delete it. It was buried in the middle of 30 slides about productivity metrics and cost-saving strategies, hidden where she never thought anyone would see it. "Oh my God," Hannah whispered, staring at the screen in horror. "I was showing Olivia how stupid his last email was about the quarterly reports. I never meant to save that screenshot. I completely forgot it was there." Within an hour, Hannah was called into HR. I watched through the glass conference room as she tried explaining to Reynolds and the HR director that it was an accident, that she'd never intended for him to see those messages. She was gesturing frantically, probably explaining about the screenshot mistake, but their faces remained stone cold throughout the entire conversation. Reynolds kept pointing at his laptop screen, clearly reading the chat messages out loud to make sure the HR director heard every insulting word. The HR director was taking detailed notes, nodding seriously with each damaging comment. Hannah's shoulders slumped more with each passing minute as she realized her career was over. She got fired that same day. Security escorted her out with a cardboard box of her personal items while the whole office pretended not to stare. Her little cactus plant, her world's okayest employee mug, and the framed photo of her dog all packed away in 5 minutes flat. The worst part? I found out later from Olivia that Hannah was only 2 weeks away from getting the promotion she'd been working toward for over a year. Reynolds had already told the department head that he was really impressed with her work ethic and dedication. Now I triple check everything before I send it, and I always ask people to review their own files first.